right, so let's do day 2. We got our polenta. It's nice and frozen. I gotta take it out of the plastic, out of my super wrap. Okay. As you can see now, it is nicely firmed up. All right. And we're gonna cut it into shapes. Okay, you can just flip it over like this into your board. It should just pop right out. Now I'm gonna save this board because I'm gonna use this board to oil up and to put my fries on for the 6th step of the recipe. Okay. So let's cut these up. All right. So I'm going to take my knife here, and I want to get fries. So let's see. I'm gonna cut these. The easiest way I like to do is maybe cut it into quarters. Okay. And you see it's so easy to work with now that it's, you know, set. All right. And I gotta quarter them again. And again. Okay. So now I have my blocks. So depending on how thin or thick these are, if you want, you can just, you know, edge this off, especially for presentation. You want to have nice, perfect rectangles. But in this case, we don't want to waste anything. So I'm just going to do about like that size, nice squares. Because then when they're done, you could stack them, kind of like a hashtag even, okay? And if you want them perfect, then you could just cut the edges off. All right, so you would have 4 perfect ones right here. Okay, so I'm gonna cut the rest of these up and then put them on my tray with more oil. And get some cough drops too while I'm at it. Okay, now that I put a little more oil on top, you can just gently just toss them like this. Just roll them. I'm not putting too much pressure because I don't want to crack them, okay? Okay, try to use 2 hands if you're ambidextrous. I have 1 tray here, but you could definitely fit all yours on 1 tray. You don't need 2 trays. I'm just only doing this amount, not all of them. So make sure you got enough oil, okay? Go around, you know, reserve the oil. All right, so we'll have them ready to go. I'm gonna put these in the oven for about, I think the recipe says 10 minutes. But just keep an eye on them. Please don't walk away. All right, and then we'll flip them as needed so they get nice and golden brown. All right, so I got these guys out of the oven. They have some beautiful color on them. You see they're nice and crunchy, crispy. You can hear how they're getting. And this is without deep frying them. I mean, you can deep fry them or pan fry them, but I find this way you get nicer color, you get crispiness, and it's not all that grease. All right, so now we're just going to, you can use your fingers. Try not to use tongs because you don't want to rip through them. Get those kitchen fingers, guys. Come on, get numb, all right? Just give them a flip over, okay? I'll put them back in the oven. Just do it quick. If you do it quick, you won't burn your fingers, okay? Wear gloves. I just washed mine, okay? Just do it fast. If you do it slow and hold it, then you're gonna burn yourself, okay? Pull, okay? But just put a little bit. All right, so now these guys have been turned over a few times. They've been turned, okay? So you see they're nice and crispy on all sides, all around, and they have that nice thickness. And if you open one on the inside, this would be nice and creamy still. You can see all that smoke coming through and that steam. Okay, so let's do some garnishing techniques. I made some garlic aioli. We have some other accoutrement. Should be served with the chicken churrasco. This picture here. Serving it on the side, we'll just do some simple garnishes. You get creative with any way you want. I'll try to have some tomato sauce for everybody. Just put some right in the middle. Remember, your drips tap. Use the bottom of the spoon to kind of circle it out a little bit. Okay, just a simple plain method. Okay, we'll take a couple of these. We'll do like a hashtag kind of thing going on. All right, put one like this, maybe off center like that. Okay, always get some like that. Maybe a little bit of our green oil around. Okay, that nice. It's a natural green color, so that looks good. All right. Now I'll finish with the garlic aioli, and then all right, that we made. Just drizzle some on top like this, just a little bit, a touch. We'll take some of our Parmigiano Reggiano, and we'll just grate a little bit on top. Okay, you can never have too much of this. Just a touch. Come see me for the microplane. All right. And a couple of our nice little microgreens. Just put a little bit just on there for some height. Okay, remember I'm a stickler for clean rims. So make sure you have a clean side towel. Remember, with some pressure down. Okay, hold the plate. Okay, and there you go. Okay, there's one simple way we can do it right there.
Scorch the earth here. Okay, let's put a little oil down. Okay. And this would be served as like a side. Since we don't have the chicken, we'll go with it. Okay. We'll just put 3 for now. Okay. Now, like symmetry, we'll get some of that cheese. We'll put a decent amount on each one, and then we'll hit it with our torch. Microplane is great; it gets really thin stuff. So we'll hit it with the torch before we put anything else on it. Okay. And so if you go to Brazilian restaurants, they usually have like something like this, like a polenta fry. We're kind of kicking it up a notch. So let's get the flame going. Okay, melt it on nicely. Okay. I'll take our garlic aioli. Make sure it's at the tip. I'm gonna just do a couple dots on each one. Maybe 1, 2, 3. This stuff is flavorful, but a little goes a long way. Okay. Okay. Alright, that's pretty much it. Maybe some more of our greens. Right there, just around like that. Okay. Maybe a little more. The garlic oil. The garlic oil always looks pretty on a plate. You can do this with sun-dried tomato oil, with so many different kinds of things. Different colors and textures. Okay, I hope you really enjoy this dish. It's very flavorful, and I hope you're not intimidated by eating polenta. It's very delicious, especially when you fry it up in a stick or a cake.